Still can't get enough of the Big Bang Theory? We at OSSA get you. And we've prepared another fix for you of your favorite show.
That is funny.
Get ready, because you're going to laugh as hard as ever right now at the best and most hilarious Sheldon bloopers.
I'm following in the footsteps of Kirk, Crunch, and Kangaroo.
Penny and Dr. Cooper were a perfect match. Not romantically, of course, but their chemistry was always undeniable.
Dear Lord, are you still going to be here on French Toast Day?
And it's all courtesy of the actors behind them. Jim Parsons and Kaylee Cuoco had a lot of fun on the set. Interestingly, their bond was so strong they didn't even need to talk. These two had some kind of non-verbal communication. Where words were unnecessary. But in all their gestures and smiles, you can just see how much they love each other. So it's not surprising that Jim and Kaylee often broke character together.
If she offers you food, it's safe to take it. You probably paid for it anyway.
And they managed to make this scene even funnier than it was in the series. But there was another woman on The Big Bang with whom Jim had incredible chemistry too.
I'm sorry.
His on-screen wife, Mayim Bialik, also shared sweet moments with Jim.
What did you have in mind?
These two took turns making each other laugh on the set. At times, Jim would do it by giving Mayim his charming smile.
It was both tragic and hysterical.
Then she made him break character with an accidental but quite musical sound.
How's it going?
How's counting going?
And then again, Jim couldn't stop laughing for no reason whatsoever.
Thank you, Rajesh.
And Amy?
Why are you laughing?
Because it was so hard for him to handle the ridiculousness of it all. Can you believe that after struggling to contain his giggles, Jim had the nerve to reprimand her?
And... Stop it, Mayim. You control yourself. What the hell's the matter with you?
But there was a scene where it was almost impossible for Bialik to control herself. Let's talk a bit more about this episode. You certainly remember that it ended with Sheldon spanking Amy.
And a very bad girl.
At first, it was supposed to be off camera. But at the last moment, the writers suddenly decided to actually show it to the audience. The actors were up for it, although Jim was disappointed that he didn't have much time to prepare.
I would have practiced how to control myself if I'd have known all week. But all week I was slapping that ass off camera.
So it's no wonder he needed quite a few takes to get it right.
I would say one of the hardest things I've ever had to do because I found it tremendously amusing.
The amount of slaps didn't go unnoticed by Mayim.
There was some redness.
But it was all worth it because the scene was brilliant. And even more importantly, it resulted in some of the most hilarious bloopers from the entire show.
Oh my.
But wait, there's more.
Oh my.
Sorry.
How they managed to eventually film it with a straight face is beyond me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It took loads of time and a lot of acting talent, of course. And here's another Big Bang cast member who also had a lot of fun with Jim. It's Johnny Galecki. it was often hard for them to keep from breaking character. Like in this blooper that actually remained in the final cut because it was too funny to throw away. But here's what we didn't see in the episode. Aren't these two hilarious? Since Sheldon and Leonard were roommates for most of the show, they had many scenes together. Hence, multiple amusing bloopers.
We now live at 311 Los Robles. Oh,
A lot of times they'd forget what they were supposed to say.
is the winner of the physics bowl team? No. Where do you want me to go from?
In the show, we saw countless interactions where Sheldon annoyed the hell out of Leonard.
I clearly woke you up in the middle of a REM cycle. You're clearly, oh man.
Quite a few 3D chess games.
You really care if people are angry at you? Of course. Interesting. Go to, uh-oh.
But our personal favorite Sheldon and Leonard blooper is this one.
Sheldon likes to sing while I play the bongo.
It wasn't only fun on the set for Jim, though. He also had to memorize pages and pages of lines, and sometimes it wasn't easy.
Their experiment on K-on decay supported our something.
Okay, let's try again.
Their experiment on K-on decay supported our, I don't remember the word.
Starting to wonder what the word was.
Their experiment on K-on decay supported our predictions on the higher.
Nope, still not working. But Jim wasn't too fazed.
Oh, please. I'll keep you all night if I have to.
And that wasn't the only scene that needed a lot of takes. Do you remember Sheldon explaining the rules of rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock?
It's not as simple as you think, Mark. Okay.
So here's one of the first takes.
Spock smashes scissors. Scissors decapitates lizard. Lizard eats paper. Paper, oh gosh, I messed up.
And when he was so close,
Lizard eats paper. Paper,
Jim still couldn't do it. Luckily, the actor managed to get the scene right. But Parsons sometimes had trouble with even simple lines, like this one.
If we figure 15 tampons per cycle and 28-day cycle, how are you regular? Oh.
Or this one.
But if your research, if it's gonna be, oh man.
Wait, because the next one's even funnier.
If you'd simply restrained yourself, none of this would be happening. No. Oh God.
In one of the scenes, the audience thought that Jim had forgotten how to read.
Department of Motor Vehicles new driver. Oh no, what's it called? Handbook.
But it was actually much simpler.
New driver's handbook. It's not written there.
And that wasn't the only time Jim made excuses.
You want to see photos from my trip?
I thought your phone got stolen.
You know what? Is it photos or pictures?
It's whatever you want it
I
to
know,
be.
but I have photos next.
He just wanted to use the right term because he respected the writers so much.
They work hard on these words. I want to get them right.
But Jim couldn't always get everything right. And for some reason, table lamps were the trickiest objects for the actor.
Oh. I can only do so much.
Because he had trouble with them more than once.
Pumpkin! I've been calling her spaghetti squash. Oh.
Is it a kind of curse or something? Anyway, we're leaving you with an honorable mention. Sheldon talking about Professor Proton, who touched him as a child.
I feel like I owe it to him to try and touch as many children as possible.
Good thing his friends didn't let him do it. Is that enough Big Bang Theory for you for today?
So we have it once. We can go home.
Yeah.
If it's not, go ahead and check out our video on Penny's funniest bloopers, because they're also hilarious.